Hey guys, it's Leela. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm super excited because we are gonna be reviewing the Wet n Wild 40 palette. I'm so excited. This palette had a lot of controversy about it. If you guys are, not living under a rock, you guys know that a certain influencer was a little bit upset because he feels that this palette was a ripoff of his own palette that he had with Morphe. But I don't know about that. But I am really excited to show you guys what I created with this palette. This is the look I got today. It's a really pretty smoky purple shadow look and it's very fall, so I'm really excited about that. But if you guys want to see my thoughts on the new Wet n Wild 40 palette, then just keep on watching. Open up. Okay guys, so let's go ahead and open her up. So this palette has 40 different eyeshadows that you can choose from. They all range from reds to blues to oranges, yellows, greens, browns. Like, you have everything you could possibly need to create an eyeshadow look in this one palette. It does retail for $19.99 on the Wet n Wild website. I do believe this is supposed to be available in other retail stores soon, but it does have 40 different eyeshadows in it, so you have 40 different options to play with and kind of create your own looks with. There are a number of mattes and a number of shimmers, so you do also have that versatility of like what you want to play with, and if you guys want to do a more matte look or a shimmery look, or if you guys want something for the brow bone or for the inner corner, you have like all of the different shades that you could possibly need in this one palette. I did use 7 shades for the look that I created today, and I want to say that with all the ones that I used, they actually all performed very well on the eyes. They were pigmented enough to get the look that I was looking for, and I think they all did blend together very nicely to give me a really nice smoky look. But yeah, I mean, I didn't get to play with a lot of them, but I will swatch the palette for you guys and insert the demo of me putting this on my eyes, so go ahead and watch that and enjoy. Okay guys, I just want to get right into doing the look because I am so dang excited for this. So this is what the palette looks like. It has so many different colors in it. I think I am going to be going into like a purpley kind of look today because there's so many purples in here that I really want to use. So a whole stream of jets just flew over my house, and there is not an airport anywhere near here. Anyways, I think I'm gonna do more of like a purpley shade kind of look today, so I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. They have no names on them, so I apologize. I'm gonna do that as my transition shade. I also ordered some brushes from Wet n Wild as well. I got 3 different eyeshadow brushes, so I'm gonna also test those out while I'm doing this look to see how they work out, because it was like $10 away from free shipping, so I was like, well, this little set of brushes is $10. So this shade right here does have a lot of kickback. Like, let me show you guys. A lot of kickback, like a lot. Don't see any fallout on my face. Okay, I brought you guys a little bit closer so you can see what I'm doing and how they look. This brush is blending pretty nicely. It's a good size and a good shape for the crease. All right, next I am gonna go into this mauve shade right here, and I'm gonna dust that over the color we just did with the same brush, so that way we can darken up the crease and kind of get those purple tones going. This shade doesn't have as much kickback as that nude shade, so that kind of tells me they probably just didn't press the nude shade down enough. I don't have any fallout from those 2 matte shades that I used, so I mean, I feel like as long as it performs well on the eyes, it doesn't really look, I don't really care what it looks like in the palette as long as it performs well. So I did just use some of my Clarins Lip Perfector because this stuff is awesome for making sure your lips are nice and luscious and moisturized. And I'm going to do that as a prep step to make sure when I put lipstick on, everything's nice and squared away and ready to go. It also smells like vanilla. Love it. Next, I'm going to be taking this flatter brush. I'm going to go into this shade right here, which is more of a magenta. And I'm going to pack that onto the outer V. I wanted to do this look because it's fall and I love fall makeup looks because they're always so dark and vampy and pretty, and I really love this time of the year. And this shadow is not very pigmented at all, as you guys can see. It's taking a lot to kind of build up that color. I keep dipping it into the palette. You can kind of see it. You just have to kind of work with it. And this one has like no kickback whatsoever, which is kind of strange. Okay, I think that's good. And then I am going to take that same fluffy brush, kind of blend the shades together, make it a little more seamless. I'm going to take this other brush from Wet n Wild and I'm going to be going into this shade, this more chocolatey brown shade. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to dust it on here and I'm going to pack that into this corner right here and start to slowly drag it out. I want to intensify this outer V area since that color wasn't as dark as I had hoped it would be. This is a really good detail brush. I actually really like this one. It's very precise. And then I am going to go back in with that same flat brush and kind of just blend those two shades together. Oh yes. I'm very tempted to leave that empty space and cut it out and just make it a cut crease, but I did also really want to use this glittery shade right here because it's so pretty. So I think I am going to just go in and put that on that empty spot. So this is what it looks like. It's really purple. And I'm going to pop that right there in with my finger just so we have the most intense look, which is not very intense at all. I thought it would be like more. I wonder about this one. Ooh, that's also a really pretty shade. I wonder if I like top it with that. No, I want more. So this was the other purple shade I tried to put on top. I think I'm going to try and go in with this one right here and try to like just make it like stack them up and make it really pop. Yes, see, that's what I wanted. I wanted more glitter. More glitter. I do have a little bit of fallout from those glitter shades, but nothing crazy. Perfect. So pretty. Not as intense as I wanted it to be, but I guess that's kind of good because in the, you know, in the fall time we don't have too much glitter going on. Second to last thing I'm going to do is take this flat brush from MAC and I'm going to go into that same white gold shimmer shade, pack it up on the brush, and I'm going to put it right in the inner corner. And drag it in just a little bit on the bottom. Perfect. And then the last thing I'm gonna do is take that flat brush and I'm gonna see if the excess is enough to kind of drag on the bottom. If not, I'll go in with a little bit more of that purple shade. I think I do have to go in with a little bit more of that purple shade, so I'm gonna drag it up and kind of pack it. I'm gonna really focus this color all across the bottom. Lastly, I'm gonna go in with the pencil brush and I am just gonna keep this excess. And I'm literally gonna just drag that right as close to the lower lash line as I can, and only on the outer third of the lower lash line. And now I'm gonna take that first crease brush and I'm just gonna clean up the crease because there's a little bit of glitter in it. And I'm gonna go put on some lashes and do my mascara and I'll be right back. Okay guys, so I went ahead and put on my lashes and then I did do the rest of my face makeup. So I did blush, bronzer, highlight. The only other thing I did to the eye look was that I added some of that white gold eyeshadow to the brow bone to give it a little bit more pop. But that's pretty much all I did, and then I added mascara on the lower lashes and everything like that. My overall thoughts on the palette is that it's a really versatile palette. Like, you do have so many different shades you can play with, and obviously I just poked one, and obviously I didn't get to use all of them today, but I am really excited to kind of play with the greens and the yellows and the blues, and it's kind of nice to just have a palette that has everything in it, so that way if I needed something later on, I can just, you know, reference this and use this one for all those different colors. I do like the packaging on the outside. I think it's a really nice design, and it's very big and very widespread, so it's not like there's small eyeshadow pans either. I do actually really like it. I think for the price that you pay, it was $19.99. I think for that price, it's a pretty good shadow palette, even if they're, you know, average to good eyeshadows. I still think that's a good deal, and I think that Wet n Wild is a renowned enough brand to kind of trust that those will work for you, especially if you're on a budget and you do want to add something like this in your eyeshadow collection. But I do recommend this palette. I do really like it. Okay guys, I think that's all I have to say about this palette, and that's it for the review. If you guys liked the video, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel, hit that little bell, you'll get a notification every time I post a new video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!